Hi guys, happy Monday. I'm doing payroll today and we are gonna chat. I get a lot of random questions sprinkled into my comments. So I'll answer some of them while I do payroll, and then at the end, I'm gonna tell you how much payroll cost me for that week. I know some of y'all are interested in the businessy stuff. Paychecks get deposited on Tuesdays, so I have to submit payroll by Monday. The total is gonna be a little less than normal because I am not paying myself this week. I got a pretty good TikTok payout, which they're very inconsistent. That was always the plan with social media, was to try to eventually really not have to pay myself at all out of my business. I think the most common question is, how did you start this business? I've talked about it briefly, and it is a long story, but long story very short, business that I currently own, I worked there in high school. It was a different name. Left to try to go to college and all of that. I worked for a while at a grocery store and eventually went back to this business that I currently own as the manager in 2017. Took over Jan 1, 2019, and it was called something else. It was a franchise. It got out of the franchise, rebranded in 2021. So I've owned it for 5 full years. It's been Frozen Flamingo for almost 2.5 years, almost 3. Our birthday is in August. Frozen Flamingo is 100% my concept. I'm working on trademarking the name. If y'all have ever trademarked something, it takes like 1.5 years. I hired this lawyer. I obviously vetted her. I really like her. She's like, okay, cool. So we'll talk in 1.5 years. Then, you'll have your trademark. So it takes a very long time. I just didn't have the money at first to be able to afford to trademark it. So another question I get is, why flamingos? Flamingos chose me. I cannot explain why. Whenever it came time to do the rebrand, I knew it had to be flamingos. So the reason I'm using my calculator is because my employees get paid more on weekends for weekend shifts. So I have to go in and add up their weekend hours versus their weekday hours. I was just in Seattle. No frozen custard. I looked everywhere. I'm going to Vegas end of March. So I haven't even started researching, but if you know anywhere in Vegas that has good frozen custard, please DM me. Total payroll cost for this week, $4,582.67. 3816.66 of that is gross pay. 766.01 is employer taxes and contributions. And that was paying for 195.94 hours. 12.9 of that was PTO hours. So it's not cheap. Just wait till we get to summer payroll costs. It can get quite crazy.